What's up, guys? I got a fun video for you today. I got a couple of mics in from Hollyland. I'm pretty excited to show you guys. I currently have the Lark A1 on, and this is what it sounds like in my iPhone 16 Pro, so you can hear what that sounds like. It's honestly so good for what it is. But they sent over a mic I'm more excited about, and that's the Lark Max 2. And this has a lot of features I haven't seen in a lot of other mics. And I'm pretty excited about this. We'll get this out of the box, take a look at it, try everything out, do a big test. This video is sponsored by Hollyland. Take that as you will, but I will show everything that I can show off on this mic, and we'll talk about the Lark A1 later. Oh, I just dropped it on the ground. It's probably not gonna work anymore. Well, that just happened, and that was kind of awkward, but the box is okay. All right, so let's check out this box. I'm still on the Lark A1, so you can hear what that sounds like. I'm recording this POV with my iPhone. And I've already opened the box up just a little bit just to see what was inside. And we got our paperwork. And this whole thing comes in a giant pouch, which is really cool. And obviously the main feature of this mic is that it's 32-bit audio, so it's up there with all the other current mics that are out, like the DJI Mic 2 and the Rode Wireless Mic Pro. And so right out the gate, everything is all wrapped up nice in here. This is the in-ear monitors, I think, and we'll talk about that a bit later. And for us to have something that allows you to actually monitor the audio wirelessly is really cool. So that's what those look like. They go in like earbuds and they connect to the receiver. Oh, this is actually a lav. I didn't know they came with lavs. That's cool. Yeah, there's the second one, which I don't know what these are. Oh, that's the adapter you need in order to use the lav with them. So you plug that onto the mic, and then you get your 3.5mm input. It comes with more little dead cats here. Then here we got our 3.5mm to 3.5mm from camera to receiver. One's shorter, one's longer. And of course the USB-C to USB-C charge cable, data transfer cable. All right, so let's get to the mic. This is wrapped up like an Apple product. I'll be honest, I like the size of this case. This case is a nice size, nice and small. So that's the little carrying pouch there. So the nice thing about this kit is that you get the phone receiver, which is way smaller. So you don't have to use this on your phone. Like on the DJI Mic 2, you have to use this plugged into your phone and it's huge. But on these, you can use a small little receiver. Just like the Lark A1, actually. It's pretty much the same size. Then the mics themselves, wow, those are nice. They're way smaller than I thought they were gonna be. They got a really nice finish to them. So of course you have your wireless charging on the bottom there and your USB-C. And that's what it looks like. You got the mic on top, the clip here. You've got your record button, your power on and off, as well as your noise cancellation on and off. You can see all your battery levels here. So mic 1, the receiver, and then mic 2. The cool thing is right as soon as you take them out of the case, they should automatically be paired to the receiver, so you don't have to mess around with trying to pair them. Now, if you have one of the newer Sony cameras, you actually don't need to use these because Hollyland has this. This is the multi-interface hot shoe adapter, which the receiver goes onto and then into your Sony camera, and then you don't have any cables. Oh, that's cool. It's USB-C. And this kind of has like a cold shoe for it too. So it guides it in there. I like that. And then if you have a Sony camera, you can literally just slide this into the hot shoe here. And now the mic's connected to your camera. You don't need to run a cable. So not only does the Lark Max 2 have 32-bit float internal recording, but it's actually 32-bit float through the entire chain. So if you want to go right from the receiver into your MacBook or your iPad or your iPhone and you have an app that can record 32-bit float, you just plug the USB-C out of the receiver into one of those devices and you have wireless 32-bit float into whatever device you're recording to. So I'm driving to Milos to show him the wireless in-ear monitoring. But yeah, we're gonna get to him, show him the in-ear monitors and see what he thinks. All right, so I switched up locations. I'm here with Milos, and Milos shoots most of my videos.
Correct.
And we don't usually use headphones to monitor the audio, so I'm curious to see what you think about these. These are the wireless in-ear monitoring buds.
Do I need one or?
Just one, yep, because this could be for two people.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep. Thoughts?
Interesting, yeah, we don't use monitoring, but it could definitely come in handy the odd time. I think we've only had a couple of issues in the past, but nothing major. But yeah, I can hear myself now.
Yeah, we're both wearing the Lark Max 2 right now. So you can hear what I'm saying. And obviously the further away I go, probably the better it is because there's a little bit of latency.
Yes,
so
now you sound much better.
Yeah, so the further away I am, you won't hear my voice on top of what you're already hearing.
Yes.
So yeah, I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They have 100 meters line of sight of range, and they come off the receiver here. So obviously the mics connect to that, and then that transmits out to the earbuds. Like normally you'd have to wear headphones plugged into the camera, right?
Mm-hmm. It's annoying. It's a little bit of a tether then, right?
Yeah.
Wearing this time, actually, it's not that bad. I understand why they designed it this way, because it's not putting any pressure in my earlobe. It's hovering right above it. And I really don't feel that it's on, but I do hear everything perfectly fine. And the fact that there's nothing going in your ear is good for like hygiene purposes, because you said people can share this.
Yeah.
So if you're using this and you want somebody, to monitor, they don't have to worry about getting somebody's earwax in their ear, right? But yeah, it's pretty nice. I like how it clamps on. You can adjust it to be super tight. And if you make it any tighter, I guess if you're running or you're doing something where you're not stationary, like it will stay on.
All right, so I'm gonna do the range test here, but I want to put on the little wind muff here, and that's what you got. Now I'm going to literally walk as far as I can. If it cuts out, doesn't matter because we got 32-bit float, but I want to show you guys the range on this because I should be able to get down to the end of that soccer post. There's nothing in the way other than if I turn my body to it, so we'll see. It can do up to 340 meters line of sight. Now obviously if my body is blocking it, it might cut out sooner. It's got 11 hours of battery life per charge, and obviously it's got the charge case, so you can do up to 36 hours in that charge case. The mics are pretty light. They only weigh 14 grams, so they're not really going to be pulling down your shirt. I don't know how far I am now, like maybe 30 meters away, 40 meters away. Who knows if it's going to cut out. Obviously this has got time code, which is pretty awesome to have, and it's got the AI noise cancellation. Again, it does have 32. Starting to cut out. Does it sound fine now? Turn here, is it cutting? So now it's starting to cut out. So if I keep walking this way, we're good. Now obviously 32-bit float audio is awesome to have because if your audio clips, like if you're yelling into the mic, you can bring it back down. And then of course this has internal storage. It can record up to 10 hours to the internal storage, and that's 32-bit float. Now if you just want to record regular audio at 24-bit, it'll actually do that up to 14 hours, which is pretty dope. And this receiver can work with 4 mics, and they actually have a 4 mic kit for it. But right now we just have the combo kit with the 2 mics in it. I'm gonna go all the way. Can you still hear me? But it starts cutting when I do this. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm past the field. I'm going to the sidewalk. So you can hear it perfect. It sounds nice and clear. That's crazy. He's jumping up and down. All right, I'm past the path. I'm going to the tree. If I go behind this tree, I wonder if it'll block off the sound. Going behind the tree, going behind the tree, going behind the tree. Didn't cut out. Still good. Still good. Bad. Good. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Thumbs down twice. Definitely have to be at least 200 meters there. But it makes sense if you got nothing blocking it. All right, so I just did the range test, and we only got midway to the field here before it started cutting out when my back was in the way. But if I was in line of sight, I went all the way down to the other end of the field and past the field, and it was still good. But like, when are you ever going to stand that far away from your camera? What's going to end up happening is someone's going to steal it and run away with it while you're gone. So I got the top 3 mics here that can record 32-bit float internal. So we got the Lark Max 2, the DJI Mic 2, and then the Rode Wireless Pro. And then you can judge which mic you like the sound of best. Now obviously this will be straight out of the mic, and I won't do any EQ to it. All right, I just hit record on all 3 mics. So we've got the Rode Wireless Pro, the DJI Mic 2, and the Lark Max 2, all with 32-bit float internal recording, and this is what it sounds like. All right, I just hit record on all 3 mics. So we've got the Rode Wireless Pro, the DJI Mic 2, and the Lark Max 2, all with 32-bit float internal recording, and this is what it sounds like. All right, I just hit record on all 3 mics. So we've got the Rode Wireless Pro, the DJI Mic 2, and the Lark Max 2, all with 32-bit float internal recording, and this is what it sounds like. And this is what it sounds like with the mics about 2 feet away from my face. Obviously the Lark Max 2 is way smaller. The Rode is huge, especially when you can put it beside those mics. But this is what it sounds like 2 feet away from my face, and this commences the 3 mic test. All right, so we're by a really busy road right now. We're gonna test out some of this noise cancellation. What setting are you on right now? 20?
For what?
For noise cancellation? 15, I think, right?
Yeah, 15.
All right, so this mic uses some like AI advanced deep learning to do the noise cancellation. Right now it's off, and I'm going to turn it on. So I just turned on a noise cancellation. You probably shouldn't hear any of these cars. Now there's different levels of noise cancellation. It goes all the way up to 25. And I think we have it set at 15 right now, which is kind of the sweet spot for how good it sounds versus the background noise cancellation. Going to turn it off right now. So this is what it sounds like with the noise cancellation turned off. You can probably hear all these cars. Now I'm going to turn it back on. Noise cancellation is now on, and you should definitely hear a difference there. And I think that if like you're going to be this close to the road, you're going to want it turned up this high. We should actually turn up to 25. Do you want to turn up to 25? All right, I'm turning this on. This is max noise cancellation at 25. So you shouldn't really hear any cars going by right now. And there's a lot of cars coming. So let's see what it sounds like when I turn it off. Noise cancellation is now turned off. You can probably hear all the road noise and the cars going by me. I'm turning it back on. Noise cancellation is now turned back on with all these cars going by. And I think that's a good noise cancellation test, so let's move on. All right, so I have one mic hooked up to this. I'm recording right now. As you can see, the recording light's on there. And you can see I'm in 32-bit float. Now, if we hit this, this brings up all our options. So we got our channel mode. That's when you want to connect different mics. We got our mic settings. In here, you can see our mic gain. We can turn it up or down. I'm going to leave it where it's at. This little circle here is our home button or our back button. 32-bit float, we can change that to 24 or 32 if we want to. This is our noise cancellation. You can see the level here. I'm at 10 dB. We can go all the way up to 25 dB. In here, we've got EQ options. I'm not going to do that. You got a low cut in here. And then the storage here, you can format the drives inside the actual mics if you want to. I'm not going to do that. You can lock the mic. You've got your different auto record options. So if you want to auto record right as soon as they're connected, you can do that. Auto off. Now, when you swipe down from the top, you can actually control the monitor volume for the wireless monitoring if you want to. And I'll just leave it at 0 because it was actually pretty loud the way it was. Recommended settings. This is when you put it on camera. It auto presets the camera settings. I'm not doing that. So obviously you got time code. You can turn that on and off. But the next one's really cool. This is the custom shortcut function. So you get 3 custom shortcuts here. Right now we've got mute mics. This would be noise cancellation on and off, or record to all the mics. You can toggle that on and off from here. Now you can change this to be whatever you want basically, but I actually really like leaving it where it's at with record, because that way when you're in here and you swipe up, you could leave this just set on this screen all the time, and you can control record on and off the mics. You can mute the mics or turn noise cancellation on and off right from the back of this. I'm currently still wearing the Lark A1 with noise cancellation turned on. There's a bit of a breeze here, so I felt like I'd just leave it on. But if you're on the fence thinking about getting this, I would just say buy it. It's super cheap. When Hollyland reached out and wanted me to do this as well as the Lark 2 Max, I really wasn't that excited about it because it doesn't have that many features, but I was pleasantly surprised, especially if you're like a mobile filmmaker, you shoot a lot of content on your phone. You literally can't go wrong with this thing. It's so cheap. And I think if you just want the USB-C version, it's like $50 or something, 60, something like that. And then you can also get it without the charge case, and then it's like $40, which is insane. And like, I would still recommend getting the charge case. The case is so small, and it charges the mics, and you get 2 full charges out of this case on the mic, and you actually get like 9 hours of battery life per mic charge anyway, so you can pretty much go the whole day just with this. And if you're a mobile filmmaker or you do a lot of content with your phone, I don't even know what else I'd recommend for this price. This is amazing. All right, so my final thoughts on the Hollyland Lark Max 2. Now, obviously I was sent the combo kit, so I can only speak on the combo kit. And the cool thing about this combo kit is that it comes with those OWS wireless earbuds for wireless audio monitoring. And we haven't seen that yet from anybody in any product. And so the fact that you're getting that with the mics and the lavs and everything else in that carrying case is really cool, especially for the price. It comes in at $279, which is really good. That's USD. And if you don't want the wireless earbuds, you can actually get it for $250. So you're getting a lot for that price. You're getting the 32-bit float audio. The mics are really nice and small. I like the little clip implementation they have on here. And they sound incredible. And that's what I think really matters, is that the sound is good. And then, of course, it comes back to the noise cancellation because it's got that crazy AI, deep learning, noise cancellation, and it sounds really good. I actually have it turned on right now at about 15% because it's a little windy. There's some trees blowing and stuff like that, so you can hear what that sounds like. Anyway, I think that's a good test to show off what these mics can do and how they sound. Obviously, I showed kind of the budget option and then their higher end option, and I actually think they're both great, and I definitely recommend both. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'll have links in the description to everything. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs down twice. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. See you guys in the next one. Bye.